Hey everybody, welcome back to Roam Around Browns for our week 7 episode. And we are in Washington, D.C., just slightly north of Washington, D.C., between Washington and Baltimore this week. And we wanted to talk about our week last week, some things that we experienced, and also about KOAs in general. We're in another KOA this week. KOAs were not at the top of our list of places to stay. We had no intentions of staying at KOAs. We thought they were overpriced, yet we stayed at more KOAs than we have anything else throughout this trip. So we're going to talk a little bit about why KOA has appealed to us, what it is that we look for in a campsite, and why we have chosen to stay the way we've chosen to stay on this trip. Let's talk about last week and some of the things that we did to wrap up our second week in Massachusetts. We ended up staying in a lot. There was a ton of rain that came through.
Got soaked.
And then I ended up sick. Rayleigh ended up sick. We had some sinus congestion. We did not feel well. It was just not really a week to get out and explore very much.
We just kind of hung out.
So we had a relaxing week, which was totally fine. So first, one thing that was major that happened last week was we did have a bicycle stolen off of our campsite. It was really kind of something that shakes you when you feel secure and safe and you feel totally fine with your kids running around the campground. You're not worried about them, and then something like that happens and you kind of take a step back and think, okay, I'm not at home, and maybe I need to be a little more aware, secure my belongings a little bit more. So that said, we are looking into some cameras to attach to our rig, to watch our belongings, to watch the truck from here on out. We were able to get the bicycle back, though it was missing some of the items that were attached to it. And the staff at the KOA in Massachusetts was wonderful with helping us take care of that problem. So we can't really say enough good things about that.
Yeah, we took care of getting the bike back, and they took care of the people that took the bike. There's nothing that the KOA could have done better, I guess, to fix the situation. It was just something that happened.
They did everything in their power to
and they asked the people to leave and not come back.
So Saturday night, we headed out from Massachusetts and stayed our first night in a Cabela's parking lot, which I think is an RVer bucket list item. Maybe you're not official until you've slept in a Cabela's parking lot. So what did you think about that?
It was hot.
It was very hot.
We're kind of spoiled the air condition.
Yeah.
It was very hot, but the weather is unseasonably warm, and it's really hot.
Yeah, it's really hot here too. It's like 105 heat index, and we're hot inside with the air conditioner and 3 fans running.
And all the animals and 3 kids and
yeah,
partridge in a pear tree.
Dog, a cat, 2 guinea pigs, 3 children, and 2 adults. 26 feet. It's hot. It's hot. But yeah, overall the Cabela's was fun. Easy in, easy out. No noise. Didn't have any issues.
We'll be doing that again.
In cooler weather.
Cooler weather.
Yes. All right, so now we want to show you a little bit of our site and of the KOA in general. So behind me you can see that there's an office and there's also a pool. We ended up with a really great location for this particular site that we're in. I'll go ahead and flip the camera around and show you guys what our site looks like. So this is our site. We have the KOA patio full hookup site. It's the first time we've had a full patio. It does include a gas grill, some chairs, a table, and then we have our fire ring over there, which it is way too hot to light. And then we got our rig here, and room for the truck back behind. I'm going to walk this way and show some of the amenities. So this is why we love KOAs. There's always tons of kids here, which is really great for our kids because It helps them to get out, to get off the electronics, and to really experience just a summer playing with all different types of kids. So, got the pool. This one has a store and the office. And they're all different, but many of the same amenities in all of them. So over here, there's a jump pad. It closes at 6, so it's not blown up right now. There's a playground. Reagan prefers a swing at the playground, which some have had and some haven't. Also a basketball court. There's some bikes over there that you can rent. There's a gaga ball. I guess an octagon is what the gaga ball is played on. And then behind the office, there's actually a ping pong table, life-size chess, and a pool table. So in addition to all those amenities, one other great thing is the dog park. And I think I got some video footage of Paisley in the dog park that I can squeeze in here as well, but it does allow her to be off the leash and run, which is something she's used to being able to do at home and she can't do a ton of unless we have that type of atmosphere. So that's been really great for us too. One thing to mention about KOAs is it's not just KOAs that provide these amenities. You can find some of these things in state parks and things like that, but for the most part, it's going to be your resort style campgrounds that have all of these amenities. They're more family oriented, so to speak, in that they have all these things to do at the campground. It works really well for us because we're here during the day pretty much no matter what. Brandon's working. When we travel, if we travel while I'm working, I'll be working, the kids will be schooling, so we're here, and it allows the kids to have something to do in their free time while Brandon's working, while I'm working, and then in the evenings we all load up and we can go and explore and do things. So it's what's worked for us. It's maybe not for everybody, but I can definitely see us really staying at a lot of places like this in the future and planning for that, even though this time that wasn't really our plan. So anyway, I guess that's it for this episode, and we will see you guys next week. We will be on the road again over the weekend, and we'll catch up with you then. Bye.